Good morning to all of you children. Please pray. So we'll begin from here. Internal migration, which is also known as domestic migration. Internal migration, or we can call it domestic migration, children. We have seen different type of migration, such as international migration. In that, immigration and emigration we have seen. Not exactly. International is also separately given here, international migration, but two separate terms which are used for international movement of the people was discussed separately. So internal migration is what? Within a country's limit, within the limit of the country, from one place to another place, but not crossing the boundary. Understood? Not crossing the boundary. From one place to another place, from there to another place. Okay? One city to another city, one town to another town, one state to another state, but never crossing the international boundary. That movement of the people will remain restricted within the country. Okay, children? That is called the internal or domestic migration. From rural area to urban area to rural area, but never crossing the boundary of that country. This movement can be the result of better job opportunities, or if people want to change in their way of living, they want to live in urban area, they are not happy in the rural area, rural setups, they want to change their lifestyles, better jobs, educational facilities, whichever is the reason. The important thing is that from one place to another within the same country. So you can note down somewhere movement within the same country. Note down somewhere. Domestic or internal migration, children, movement within the same country. Every time I have to remind, only a handful of students have switched on the camera. May I read the name, those who have not switched on the camera? Most of you. Why? Everybody's camera is not working. Arun Kumar, Aditya, Suryansh, Anant Kumar, Harshit Singh, Shreya, Palak, Sushant. Yes. What happened? Parul, Abhiraj, Parth, Aditya, Shreya Shrivastava, Naitik, Ayurman, Piyush Pal. How many names will I announce here. Huh? Why you are not switching on the camera? Arunima, Navya, I request all of you to switch on the camera. Abhiraj, Rishi Kumar, kindly do it. Okay. So children, migration within the same country from one place to another place comes under the internal migration, or it is called domestic migration. Children, people migrate. The purpose of migration can be different, but usually when they migrate with the view of is that they want to settle permanently. Many of you have asked that, sir, going in the morning and coming back, is it migration? No. If you are changing your place of living, you are changing everything. You have to change your, you have to make a new setup where you are going, arranging a house. So it is not that for some day you are going, for a period of 1 month or 2 months, you are permanently going there. Sometime migration keeps on going on. Why? Like laborers are there, they migrate from one rural area to another rural area or any other place where they can get work. Sometime seasonal migration also take place, children. Do you know seasonal migration? Akanksha? Seasonal, Devansh Pandey, you want to tell? Akanksha, you want to tell? Okay, unmuted.
Sir, due to the seasons.
Due to, for example, a cropping seasons are there, and there is a time you see the rickshaw pullers in the Gorakhpur city, their numbers goes down, and you will come to know they have gone to their village. If you inquire the reason, they will tell that they have gone to their village because there is a one time harvesting season. Harvesting season means suppose that any crop, either wheat or rice, there is a time when it is ripe and it is a time to harvest that crop, to cut that crop. So more and more labors are required in the village. Why rickshaw pullers are here, children, in Gorakhpur or any other urban area and living in a small home? They are all suffering from different problem. Means not good, no, cooking their own food, living in unhygienic condition. Why? Aditya Samant, you want to give answer? Okay, yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Aditya.
Sir, like in the harvest season, they go to their village and they get the money from there by doing farming. But here they want money to live, so they come here and then from by doing many jobs like labor and all labor.
Yes,
Then
because every time they are not getting that offer, that job, or you can say the seasonal employment. Every time they are not getting any work. In a simple manner, I want to tell you that in 1 year, that every month they are not getting this opportunity. So they are bound to live in city and working as a rickshaw puller. But when there's an opportunity that they can live with their family, go back to their village and earn the money also, they immediately go. Okay, because in that season, harvesting season, they get lots of employment, means every day they get work and they can live in their village also. So they basically migrate to earn a decent living. They come to city only to earn a better living, earn better, you can say, remuneration, so that they can sustain their family. Adarsh, you have any question? Unmuted.
But seasonal migration can be birds also.
Can be?
Birds, birds.
Birds
Yes.
are basically interested in human being. It is about human migration.
But the migration can be of
Migratory, you are correct. Migratory birds are there. You have heard. I think you have read this somewhere. That is why you are asking. But yes, there are Siberian birds are there. You must have heard. I think that is why you are asking. Many birds, many species of birds from the very colder region, like polar, that near polar region, Siberia, they used to migrate in the summer season. Winter season. Winter means when winter in India, suppose that still it is cold. Imagine what is in the higher latitudes. It's harsh. The winters are very harsh in that, in their you can say place of living, where they from there they migrate. So they comes to the lesser colder region, you can say, lives here sometime for some time, spend some time in this region, and then go back when the situation become normal. Shivansh Gupta, do you have a question? Shivam Gupta, do you have a question? Unmuted.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Shivam.
Sir, I have a question.
Hmm.
Sir, suppose if there is harsh climate in any region and people migrate from there in summer, sir, so is this a kind of migration?
Yes, but this is not actually, this is a migration, but it is not permanently, okay? You can call it seasonal migration. You may call it seasonal migration, and it can be counted under the internal migration. I am giving you example of that type of people. Very good question you have asked. There are people who lives in the Himalayas. They are basically tribal people, or you can say they are the nomadic herders. You know, nomadic herders. You know, Aditya Samant, nomadic herders. Who knows nomadic herders? Hariom, you know nomadic herders? Okay, you want to give? Please give answer. Who are nomadic herders? Hariom?
Sir, like Banjaras.
Very good. Banjara, like that. Very good. So these people have lots of animals. They keep their animals intact with them. And when the situation in the Himalayas or in the mountainous region become very difficult, or colder climate, cold season, they used to come down, descend down, and go to somewhere else. Is that clear? This practice, and also in the northeastern region and in various places in India and also in the world, people migrate from to that in a particular season, or when there is not food is not available that particular season, they keep on migrating. Okay. In India, you see various urban cities are there, big cities are there, which are creating jobs. And for this purpose, people are migrating from rural to urban area. Now, urban to urban migration, let us see. Urban to urban migration. Rural to urban migration is also domestic migration, children. Rural to urban migration, I have given you examples. You can have many examples by your own also. People are migrating from rural area to urban area, carpenters, and you see laborers, and many other people, rickshaw pullers, and skilled and unskilled laborers coming from rural to urban area. Urban to urban area, again within the boundary of the country, moving from one place to another place, moving from one town to another town, going to a better place to get job. Going from Lucknow to Delhi, Gorakhpur to Lucknow, Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to Pune, Bangalore to Chennai. Okay. For example, I want to give you, children. So, these can there can be 4 possible scenarios. Please see, children. Rural to urban, urban to rural, urban to urban, rural to rural. These all 4 categories come under the domestic or internal migration. Is it clear till here? Kindly show me the sign of confirmation. If it is clear till here. All this come under the domestic or internal migration. Okay, thank you. Put down the hand. Put down the hand. Children, next we have international or external migration. International or external migration. Okay. Shivansh Rao, if you want to talk, kindly leave the class. Do your work, whatever you want to do. If you are attending the class, attend properly. So children, international migration or external migration, as the name suggests, it involves crossing the international border. For this, you have to cross international border for international migration. Okay. You have to cross the limit of your country. For international migration, children, you have to cross the international border or the limit of your country. The border can, another country in which you are going can be the next country, can be the country, can be a neighboring country, or can be a country far away. But you are going to cross your country limit. Clear to you, Shivansh Rao? Is this clear to you? Any example anyone want to give me? International migration? Good example you want to give me? Rudransh, unmuted.
Good morning, sir. So like the people of India are migrating to United States of America, it is an international migration.
And when they are coming to India, then?
Sir, those are permanent. Migration is that only when you are permanently settling over there.
What about tourists? Will you take tourists also in this category?
No, sir, they are travelers. They are just going and visiting the beauty and coming.
So very clear by this question. If somebody is having this doubt, put down the hand. The correct answer we have received, that tourists are not migrant. Their intention is not to settle in India. Listen carefully. you are going to Singapore, Hong Kong, Germany, France, not to settle down there. If you are going, the purpose is just a 1 month tour, 15 days trip. It is not a migration. That is, will be not be that type of movement. It is a movement, but it is not a migration. Okay, children? So please be careful about that. So crossing the border is the compulsory condition for international or external migration. There is a one place, one continent, Europe. Small countries are there, and they have made one union, a group which is called EU, European Union. European Union, clear to you? So in that European Union, sometimes people migrate to one place to another place. They have given a type of permission that every time you can get that permission and go anywhere in the EU without every time you need not to go every time to their office, what is called embassy. You need not to go to their embassy to get the visa. Once you get that document, you can move anywhere in the EU. So between the member state of the European Union, or can involve movement to entirely different continent. So that type of migration also comes under the international migration. Generally, children, as I told you, migration is always considered permanent, but there are some people, they move to a particular place for a long time, but not permanently. They come back after settling, after living there for few years or few months with a purpose. That will also be a migration, but just going for 2 days and 3 days will not be a migration. Children, now we will have, I hope, the international migration, and in the domestic migration, there will not be any confusion. Devansh, please keep your question with you. I will give the time. I will give all of you time to ask question. Artika also, at the last 10-15 minutes will be devoted to you people only. Anybody, you can ask all the question of yours. Please note down. After that, we have impact of migration. Impact of migration, children. Okay. Impact of migration. What will be the probable impact of migration? Let us see and discuss. Children, when migration is taking place, okay, when migration is taking place, international migration I'm talking about, how many countries, minimum how many countries will be involved? Minimum how many countries will be involved? Akanksha, yes.
Sir, 2.
2. One is the destination country where you are migrating, where the person is migrating, destination, where you are going. And one is the home country, from where you are migrating, or home country which you are leaving, and destination where you are arriving. Clear? 2 countries. One, your country of past residence, where you have been living, and now where you are going to live. 2 countries. Children, we have certain advantages as well as disadvantages. Listen carefully. We have certain advantages as well as certain disadvantages. Advantages means benefits. What benefits you are going to get? You means the country where you are migrating. What benefits that country is going to get from your migration, and what disadvantages attached to your migration to that country. Okay, suppose that there's a country Z, so many people are migrating. Okay, 4 people migrated, suppose that, of 400 people migrated here. So what will be the advantages for their, when they are migrating? What will be the probable? What are the advantages of their migration? What are the disadvantages of their migration? Shaurya Pandey. Yes, unmuted.
Sir, the advantages will be that in that 400 people, some will be skilled workers or some will be scientists, doctor, engineer. So the country will get very much benefits from them.
Very good.
That is the advantage.
Yes. 400 people or 4 people are migrating. Definitely, there is a possibility that they are qualified, they are professionals, they are skilled. So country is going to get all these benefits. I will discuss all this. I will discuss this topic in detail. Just I want to ask you, just I want to ignite your mind, you, so that you start thinking that what can be the probable causes, what can be disadvantages. Shantanu, disadvantages.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, the migrants can also compete with other people, the people of the country, for the same resources and the same jobs, sir. For example, when immigrants of Bangladesh come to India, they affect our jobs, sir.
So
Competition is there.
yes, any other example? More example? Yes. So fine, no problem. See, children, so when the person migrate to another country, there are advantages to the destination country. Destination country where the person is going. You can open page number 46, 47 when I'm explaining this. And there are disadvantages to the destination countries also. In the same way, there are some advantages to the home country, the country which that person is leaving, and some disadvantages also. But before that, I want to tell you something from the chapter number 1. Page number 22, 23, open all of you. Have you done all these questions? Have you done? Okay. Now children, I want to ask exercises, fill in the blanks, tick the correct answer. Have you done? Was it was done by the sir, previous teacher? No? I'm unmuted. Anybody? Akanksha? Yes? Fill in the blanks, tick the correct answer. It is still pending, not done.
No, sir, not
Okay,
done.
no problem. We have class in the, I think, day after tomorrow on Friday. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So Akanksha, you remind me. We will do it in the class. Okay, Akanksha?
Okay, sir.
We'll do it in the class. I've got this information from somebody that before examination, that is why before examination, I want that you all complete the exercises also. Chapter number 1, we have done. 2, you will get the question answers. And 3, we are still doing. Okay. Now, so advantages. Destination. What is that? Where you are going. Advantages. In destination countries. Okay, children, advantages in the destination country. Where you are going. Artika, clear? Cheap labor. When hundreds of people are migrating, they want work or not? They want food, they want work. They will start taking that work. They will start doing the task at less price, less wage, less money. Okay, give me less wage, give me less money, I will do that work. So cheap labor will be there. And there is a possibility some will be electrician, some will be mechanic, and also engineers, professionals. What is the benefit? More and more skilled people will be there. Skilled laborers also and professionals also. It will help in the development of that particular country's economy. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? If more and more doctors will migrate to UK from India or to USA or to Australia, the number of doctors in that country will increase or not? It will improve their healthcare system. It will enhance their healthcare system, obviously. Country will become culturally prosperous. Cultural diversity will be there. Cultural diversity. What is cultural diversity? People from different culture will intermingle with each other and live. So it is not that a particular type of people will be there and a particular religion will be there, but different people from following different religion. This will give that country a cultural diversity. USA is an example. India is a very good example. I think India is the best example. Now, disadvantages. Disadvantages, children. What will be the problem? Disadvantages in the destination country. What? Now, as I told you, cheap job. So when the migrant is willing to work on an average daily wage of 300 rupees, why somebody will offer 400 or 500 to the local people? So there will be job loss. Understood? The immigrants, Akriti, Aditya, Adrika Mishra, are you listening? The immigrants, the people who have migrated from other country to some other place, the immigrant will lead to job losses. Discrimination and racism will be there. Navya, Shreya, Prasoon, who would like to tell me discrimination. Example, Alna Maria. What is discrimination? Anybody would like to tell me? Discrimination. Shreya, okay, tell with example, tell me.
Sir, there will be an argument between the people.
The discrimination. Example.
Sir, like if the peoples are coming, so if they are having the another language, so they will these people will not accept that language. So
Riddhi okay, very good. Riddhi Srivastava. Riddhi unmuted. Yes, Thakur.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Riddhi, you want to give answer?
Sir, yes, sir. Discrimination between dark skin color and light skin color.
Very good. Like African people are coming to America. So they will start working at less salary, but the American may discriminate them. See them, black people, we are white people. They'll start making racial comments. What is racial? Discrimination and racism. This is important topic given in your book. Discrimination is differentiating between one person to another person with prejudices in your mind. I am superior because I am from UP. You are inferior because you are from this state. Discrimination based on region. I speak Hindi. You don't speak Hindi. You speak any other language. And see, I am well adjusted in the environment and this society. Discrimination on the basis of language. I am from America. You are from Africa. We ruled over you. You are a superior person. You are a superior race. You are an inferior race. You are an inferior caste. These all things, these type of comments are racial and discriminatory. So the immigrants may face discrimination. If you are in habit of reading newspapers, updating yourself with the scenario in the world, children, you must have heard and listen that there are lots of discrimination. Sometimes with the Indian students also. Sometimes with the Indian students also living in Australia. Sometimes they are attacked. Why? Because these people say the Australian, they are not all Australian, but handful of people who with the criminal mentality, they used to intimidate them that go back to your country, why you are here, you are black people, whatever. They make racial comments. Okay, this is discrimination and racism. That thinking that you are superior or the immigrants are inferior, like this. Okay. Social pressure. What will happen when more and more people will start coming? Disadvantage will be the country of the destination country will have more pressure on the schools, hospitals, clear, education system, various civic amenities, public toilets, everywhere. More and more pressure will be there because more and more people are coming to that country. So it will create pressure on the social system. Breakdown of culture and tradition. What is breakdown of culture and tradition? Now, suppose that there is a country where most of the people eat non-veg food. Suppose that a European country in which people eat non-vegetarian food, and a person migrated from a place where his family and his village and everyone eats only vegetarian food. In case of India, it is very relevant. Many of us eat only vegetarian food. never eat even egg or any other item which is considered non-veg. So what is the problem? When these people migrate to that country, they face problem of getting the food of their choice. They are exposed to new culture, new food habits. Opposite can also happen, that people from China, Korea, or any other place where such food are consumed, such items are consumed, like insects, animals, which we don't consume, which we think it is something dirty, but they used to consume, like any other animal, like dog, for example. And if you see somebody is eating dog, what you will do? You will start hating them. That what type of person he is? He's an animal. What he's doing? It will create a cultural problem. The tradition of that society will be disturbed. The culture of society will be disturbed. Sometime the intermingling of different people may lead to new crimes also. New crimes will also emerge. Children, and the last point is disease, which is relevant, very much relevant in this present day pandemic situation. Disease, you see, if a country, from some country somebody is coming, there's a possibility that he may bring any kind of virus, any kind of infection. That is why when the pandemic, you see, spread, the international flights were banned. Am I right? International flights were banned. Movement of the people from one country, still it is not allowed. Internationally, if you have to go somewhere to another country, you have to get your corona test, RT-PCR done. After that only you are allowed. And there also, when you are going to another country, you have to be in compulsory quarantine for 14 days. Children, so the migration may bring disease also, which can spread in the another country. Okay, this is another disadvantage. This is another disadvantage. So this was the explanation till here. Now from the next class, we'll study advantages and disadvantages to the home country. In the next class, children, we will study advantages and disadvantages to the home country, from where you will go, or from where the migrants are coming. From where the migrants are coming, that country. We are study about the advantages and disadvantages. Now it is your time. Question and answer you can ask, please. Those who want to ask any question, please ask. Kindly raise the hand. I will unmute you, children. Artika, unmuted.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Artika.
Sir, international migration can be also called as immigration or emigration.
See, children, see, Artika, immigration and emigration, you can say it is part of international migration, but there are some other type also. That is why immigration, emigration, and international separately explained. Okay?
Okay, sir.
It is part of that international migration.
Okay, sir. And sir, in social pressure, one
Yes.
word is there, amenities. What is the meaning of amenities?
Facilities like municipalities, like drainage system, public toilets. Okay, these all are the amenities.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Akanksha Vishkarma. Unmuted.
Yes. Sir, for example, a student who is, sir, for 7 years, he is going to another country to study. So, sir, it will not be a migration.
It will be a migration, but yes, it will be an international migration, you are asking.
Yes, sir, but
Yes,
it's
yes.
not settling.
it will be a migration if it is also given that sometime migration takes place for for few months or few years. If a person is going, he will study there for 4 or 5 years. That is a short duration migration, but it is a migration. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Aditya.
Sir, there is not any limit in population of a country.
There is no limit. How can you limit population? There is no such limit as there's a means what you want to that how many people will migrate. You are asking this.
Yes, sir, in a country, how many people maximum can live and the population?
See, there is no as such limit defined at how many people can live. Okay, there is no limit as such. Rudransh.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
I want to ask that, sir, in book it is given when different tribe of people are living together in one place, then sir, it can be in a positive way also that everyone will know language also of different
Yes.
tribe or some knowledge also.
Definitely, Rudransh, that migration has positive as well as negative impact. If suppose that in India, let us take example, people of different states are living in a colony. People from Kerala, people from Tamil Nadu, people from Northeast, people from Kashmir, people from UP, Bihar, and Karnataka, Gujarat. So definitely we will come to know about each other culture and we will learn their language. At the same time, there is a possibility that one tradition is not allowed or someone's tradition is not taken positively in another culture. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Suppose that in some culture sacrifice are made and another culture it is prohibited. In some culture liquor is allowed. In another culture it is prohibited. In some culture one type of clothing is allowed and another culture it is not allowed. So this may lead to tensions also. So positive as well as negative aspects are always there. We have to live with that. Okay, Rudransh?
Yes, sir. And sir, seasonal migration can also, we can say that internal seasonal migration and external seasonal migration.
Seasonal migrations are usually not external. Okay, mostly internal. Okay, mostly.
So
But
like
there can be some special arrangements, some special condition, like there is a good relationship between two countries, and suppose that India and Nepal. Okay, India and Nepal, Nepali people, there is a possibility that the villages which are near the Nepal border may get some seasonal laborers from Nepal to work in their field. I am just giving an example. An example is fictitious example. You may consider it seasonal international migration because they are crossing international border. This is a reality. But for some time and then going back. This type of example, if exists, can be called as international seasonal migration. Okay.
So sir, as in seasonal migration, the person is not settling there permanently.
Yes.
So who is going for job for 6 months or going for their education, that can also be considered as partial migration.
There is no term as partial migration, but seasonal migrations you will study somewhere, you will find somewhere, especially in the rural area or in the terms of agriculture practices. Okay, not partial.
Thank you.
Punya Mishra, unmuted.
Sir, I want to ask, in the disadvantages there written discrimination and racism. Sir, discrimination can also say partiality.
Yes, discrimination is partiality. Very correctly. You have pointed out discrimination is partiality. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Siddharth.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I want to ask that in the disadvantages, first point, job loss, you have told that the immigrants work on less wages as compared to the locals. So, sir, if they have to work on such less wages, why do they migrate to the country?
Because there is a possibility they are getting even less wages in their country. Suppose that a person from Bangladesh or Nepal, which is a poor country, getting 1 day working in a field might be getting 200 rupees. In India, he will get 400 rupees. Will he come to India or not?
Sir, he will.
Because in his country, 200 rupees. And in India, Indian will not work less than 600 rupees. Okay. Now, if you are a big contractor and you want 100 laborers, so you may think if 50 also I will take from these two neighboring country, they are living in my village, then I will save lots of money. Okay. That is why many jobs are coming to India from UK and USA, because if they will give that job to their country people, they have to give more money, and in India with less money they are managing. Understood, Aditya? Okay. Okay, children, today's discussion is over. We'll continue from here. Good day to all of you.